Right, well, welcome to the very first episode of Munch with Max. A little bit about me, I like funky shirts and Mexican food, so that's probably going to be the theme of these videos. I might trail off and do something random in a couple of other videos. If you're wondering where I am, I'm in my dining room because I've got a kitchen, probably smaller than Harry Potter's bedroom. I'll just show you, check it out. Right, this is my little studio space here. We're going to scroll over here and then, right, so this is the kitchen, right? That is a cost of living crisis kitchen if I've ever seen one. So, I'm cooking in my dining room, which is perfect size for what we need to do today. We have one frying pan, we've got some other pestle mortars and bits, and today we're going to be making mushroom quesadillas. They're going to be fucking delish. First off, let's make the marinade. Fire in the dining room, how dangerous can it be? First thing we want to do, get that hot. Cumin seeds and coriander seeds, we want to toast those off because that is going to add flavour to the marinade. You can use ground cumin, ground coriander if you have them in the house, but I do not, so I'm going to use those ones. Now this is a pre-made little spice mix. I'm going to leave that down below what I've used, but smoked paprika, sugar, onion powder, salt, pepper, oregano, a little bit of cinnamon, and we're going to mix that in with our toasted seeds. But I've got this on quite a high heat. You can hear them popping, or maybe you can't. I can hear them popping. So there's a bit of smoke coming off them as well. We're going to take those off and just put those in the pestle and mortar with the other veg. Turn the heat off because gas is expensive, right? So we're going to mix our wet ingredients and our dry ingredients in a blender because I can't be asked to pestle and mortar all together. You think spring onion is a bit random for a marinade? It is, but I had them in the fridge, needed them used up. Going to top and tail them, get off the gammy bits, and just chuck them straight in the blender like so. We are going to add one whole chilli. You'll notice I'm only using ingredients that you can get from your local shop. It's perfect. Coriander, that's going in. And then we've got about 30ml of orange juice and 30ml of olive oil. That's going in. That's going to bring it all together. And then we have got some garlic. I'm using fresh garlic. You can use ground garlic if you've got it, but I'm just going to use some fresh. Right, when that is all added, we want to grind our spices together. That is a squeaky fucking table. Now it doesn't have to be perfect because obviously it's going in a blender. But there we go. You can see there. Got our sort of fajita spice mix. We're going to add it with the fresh ingredients. It's going to give it an absolute pop. Now, the mushroom of choice today, I have gone for, need a bowl. Mushroom I want today is one key. I think they're Lidl or Aldi. Super fucking cheap. Super fucking about. Grab them from any shop. Just normal close cut mushrooms. And what we're going to do, because we want to have that kind of sort of carnitas sort of flavour or feel to them, we're just going to cut them, so you can see them ready. We're going to kind of squash them and just cut them into sort of like thinly slice them, and that's going to give us sort of like a meaty texture. Like a pulled pork texture, which is what we're looking for. And once we've done that, going to add this seasoning. Right, so all the mushrooms are chopped up, nice and thinly sliced. Then we're going to add our marinades. Because I can't be asked to wait, because I'm fucking hungry, I'm just going to put this in the marinade, chuck it straight into the oven. Because I've thinly cut it, all those pieces should take on the flavour fairly quickly. So I'm not worried about it. But if you want to, you can leave it, half an hour overnight in the fridge. and that will improve the flavour for sure. But we are cooking it in the marinade as well, so not too worried about the flavs there. If your marinade's a bit thick, just add a bit of water, a bit of stock, a bit of oil, bit of lime juice, bit of lemon juice, bit of orange juice, just so you can coat all those mushrooms. I probably should have made this a little bit thinner, but it should be fine. We're going to mix that up in the bowl, and we're going to chuck that into a preheated oven on 220. The smell is incredible. Chuck those into a pan like so. Get them all in the corners. Right, that is going in the oven for 30 minutes at 220. Right, while the mushrooms are in the oven, what we're going to make is a real simple, real easy, but full of flavour gremolata. For this, you're going to need 1 chilli, 4 cloves of garlic, just the skin of about half a large orange. We're going to peel those off now. Like so. Got 4 good strands there. And then also a handful of coriander. So what we have here, we have some thinly diced orange peel, we have some thinly diced garlic, and some thinly diced chilli. We're going to bring that all together and just run the knife through it a couple times, bring those flavours together, and then we're going to thinly slice or thinly dice some coriander into that as well. And then this is going to be our gremolata, which is going to go on top of our mushroom quesadilla, which is going to be absolutely fucking delicious. Stalks and all, not too bothered about this. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to taste good. We'll run the knife through. Sorry about the squeaky table. I will try and get that sorted. Quite difficult to chop. Sat down. So, once you've chopped, bring it all together. Lovely. Jubbly. The more you chop this down, the more the flavours will incorporate, and the better your gremolata is going to be. Right, bada bing, bada boom. Can't be asked to cut anymore. So that is just gonna sit on the side. I'm gonna put this in a pot. We're not gonna need all of that, but that will last a couple of days in the fridge if you store it properly. And then you can put it on, I don't know, eggs on toast. Add a bit of flavour to your rice dish. Be good on egg fried rice. What else? Your curry, your soup. Put that on a soup. That would pop on a soup. Your salads. Stir that into a salad. Anything. You can do anything with the gremolata. Beautiful. I'm going to check on the mushrooms. And then we're going to start building our quesadillas. I want to bring this shirt right over to the camera. Can you see that? So we've got that sort of colour on top, and then underneath we've still got that moisture. That's where we want it. We don't want it to dry out, because nobody wants dried mushrooms in their quesadilla. So that was a whole packet of mushrooms. It's reduced down to nearly nothing. That's going to do you 4 or 5 big quesadillas. But we only need to make 1 for this video, so that is absolutely perfect. Right, so can you see me? I don't know. Right, the easiest bit is building the quesadilla. You've done all the hard work. You've got your gremolata, go on top. You've got your mushrooms nicely roasted, got some good colour. You can smell the flavour on them. I'm going to put this on medium-low heat. Alright, don't want it absolutely ripping because you're going to want to melt that cheese. So while the pan is still fairly cool, we are going to chuck in one of our wraps. Now I did want to do mushroom tacos and do like salsas and stuff with it, but I couldn't get any taco shells. So there we go, little wrap. So there we go, that is in. First thing we want to do, get a grater. Boom, back. We want to start with the cheese. Don't worry if a bit goes over the sides, that is just going to crisp up and it's going to be fucking delicious. As much cheese as you want, or as little cheese as you want, don't make no difference to me. Right, so that is just come out of the oven. Right, so that is hot. So, grab a detail. Just turn that down a bit. We're going to add just a half of it. We're not going to make it too thick. Just want to be able to make sure everything's cooked inside, everything's melted inside. Like that. Little half moon. Beautiful. And we're going to just fold it over, press that down. Oh, I've turned it off. And just leave that 2 minutes on that side, flip it over, and then we're going to have this crispy, delicious quesadilla. It's going to be mushroomy, there's going to be lots of umami flavours in there as well. We're going to have something sweet, we're going to have something spicy, we're going to have cheesy. It's going to sit together on the plate, it's going to be fucking delicious. But there's no shame in just giving it a little check. Oh, perfecto. Right. So, oh, it's hot, keep getting hot. Right. Same again on the other side. It won't need as long on that side because the pan's a lot hotter than when it started. So that's ready. You've got your Gremolata ready. I recommend having this with some nice hot sauce. If you're a heathen or a weirdo, you can have it with ketchup. Have it with a bit of sriracha. I'm just going to have it as it is, out the pan, with a bit of Gremolata on, the way nature intended it to be eaten. I can already see that smocking away. Oh, shima done. Pull that out onto the chopping board. Right, can you hear that crunch? Oh, let's give it. Oh, fucking that was hot. Oh. Bang in. Could have got away with a bit more filling, but that is delicious. Have a bit of that. A bit of that Gremolata on there. So hot. So hot. Hot. That. They're fucking banging. Make this at home, super easy. Takes 20 minutes if you take out the roasting time of the mushrooms. You could fry off the mushrooms if you wanted to make it even quicker, but we're talking about a 10-20 minute fucking dinner there. Gremolata takes a little bit of time with the chopping, but if you've got a sharp knife, that's only going to take you 5-10 minutes. And look how much I've got left. That's going to last me a couple of days. Perfect. Cheers, guys.